I am Pearl, and I emanate my light to you, each one, this morning, in gratitude to God for this movement of the Heart Center and what you do individually and collectively, precious ones, to bear the light, to share the light, to expand the light of God. I nurture souls from heavenly octaves with the light of the presence, that I shine forth into their worlds, so that the light of their own presence may be more accessible, present in their lives and worlds. You each have this divine resource that sometimes you forget to utilize fully. Your divine presence, magnificent, glorious, God-given unto each of you, as the reality of your divine selfhood, as the brooding being of your immaculate nature. When you transcend sense consciousness and access the truth of your inner being by going within and feeling God inside of you, then your presence shines forth, and the limitless power of divinity brings unto you all of the necessities of life, all of the requirements of each hour. Placing your trust in your presence brings you into a more intimate communion with God everywhere and always. These teachings of the Master Saint Germain that were given unto me, as well as to Godfrey and my beloved Bob, brought us to a deeper and deeper understanding of the path of life, of nature, and often through the intimations of spirit that were provided, because we went within and accessed the truth, the way, and the life of our own Christed being. There was all manner of miracles provided through us and to the world that you may read about, that you may also, if you choose, desire to be a nexus for in your life. Would you be a nexus for the miracle light of your presence to shine forth each day in some new and glorious, divine, radiant field? If so, call to, believe in, and accept your presence as the invincible light that has always been with you, inside of you, and that will never fail to deliver what you require every moment of your life, in your work, in your families, in your communities. Oh, precious ones, I was given the name Pearl to remind me of that pearl of great price within that is, and always has been, and ever shall be, the divine light of my mother, soul nature. And you too have this pearl of great price within you. Realize it. Utilize it. And bless others through its glory, its beauty, its harmony. Now, precious ones, I would speak of a book compiled by Peter Mount Shasta about my life, that I desire that you consider reading, for it has many keys within it that may make the difference for you in some timely way, here or there, upon your life's journey, for your victory. It is called Lady Master Pearl, My Teacher. And I would read to you one chapter, very short, that highlights an important initiation, an event within my life and the life of another disciple. This is chapter 7, Saving a City and Bridge. Pearl learned gradually to obey the inner feeling in her heart before honoring outer human commitments. One day, Pearl and 2 other IM students were about to depart for an important class by Godfrey at the sanctuary, when all 3 felt the strong impulse to go in the opposite direction. They kept following that inner feeling until they found themselves at the westernmost extreme of San Francisco. They stood on a promontory overlooking the Sutro Baths and the Pacific Ocean. Dark clouds that billowed toward the city turned the sky an inky black and obscured the setting sun. Pearl felt an ominous foreboding, as of some impending disaster, and she and her friends called the masters into action. As the 3 of them stood on the headland, they decreed, "Mighty I Am Presence and great hosts of ascended masters, come forth now and dissolve and consume this force. Archangel Michael and legions of blue flame, blaze your blue lightning through this situation now. Saint Germain, come forth and dissolve all negative energy now by the power of the violet consuming flame." Remaining in harmony and focused on the inner God presence, they called other masters into action as well. And within a half hour the clouds had dissolved and the fear of impending doom lifted. Feeling a sense of relief, they now headed back across town to the IM Sanctuary at 133 Powell Street, where the class had begun. Not desiring to disturb the dictation in progress, they entered the auditorium quietly. Yet at that moment Godfrey looked toward them and said, "Saint Germain wishes to thank these students who just averted a cataclysm and saved this city from a grave disaster. Thank you for your obedience to your own mighty I Am presence." In 1937, Pearl met a lady from New York's high society, Dr. Mary Francine Watson, toward whom many of the students showed disdain. They felt that because of her elegant clothes and refined manner, she couldn't possibly be close to the masters. However, appearances meant little to Pearl, as she felt the woman's inner purity. One day the New Yorker took Pearl to her apartment and showed her a handful of yellow diamonds that had been given to her by Saint Germain. It was because of stones like these that Yellowstone Park had received its name. And Saint Germain explained to her that these stones, though uncut, emanated a certain energy the masters could expand to produce a blessing wherever the masters directed her to place them. Out of all the I Am students, Saint Germain told her to take only Pearl and to go to the site where the foundation of the Golden Gate Bridge was under construction. Numerous accidents and fatalities had caused delays, and the master said that this dangerous condition resulted from the destructive energies from a previous civilization that were still trapped at that location. Dr. Watson put half the diamonds in Pearl's hands, and as they stood there on Fort Point, a great hierarchy of angels and ascended masters descended, beaming rays of light through the yellow stones and downward into the earth. Almost overpowered, Pearl struggled to stay present in her body. Her inner sight showed her many discarnate beings trapped there in the astral plane, now being freed. These beings had caused a number of bridge workers to fall to their deaths. After this service by these two women, the negative condition was eliminated, and the bridge construction proceeded more safely. Soon after Dr. Watson departed, she took the yellow diamonds to South America under Saint Germain's direction. He told her to place them in certain tunnels in the Andes Mountains, where discarnate entities from previous civilizations were trapped. He told her to leave the diamonds so that after the astral entities were removed, the masters could direct healing currents of energy into the earth. I revered my time with Peter Mount Shasta. I authenticate and place my energy within this tome so that those who read of my life will be blessed by the radiance of my ascended Lady Master presence and consciousness. Dearest hearts, it is time for the increase within this movement. The increase of divine awareness, the increase of ascended master consciousness, the increase of abundance in all realms, the increase in heart friends who are constant on their path, giving in their hearts, focused on the will of God for themselves and this community, and dedicated and consecrated to the victory of the light that the Ascended Masters are manifesting daily through your activities, your initiatives, your sacred work. I pledge to support you and to be there for those who call to me to inscribe within the earth with all the God power vouchsafed unto me and my continuing mission with the Master, Saint Germain, as well as my beloved Bob, to bless you and to charge forth that light into your endeavors, and to bring forth the greater gifts of spirit and the fulfillment of your work in time and space. You see, dearest ones, many ascended masters have shared dispensations of grace through this movement. Much has come to fruition in these 12 years, and much more will be accomplished in coming decades, so long as each of you remains true to your divine course. Each of you communes with your presence daily and hourly, and accedes to that will of God in your life with great determination, fire, and divine intention. You are God's pearls, living upon earth in this hour. Yes, to do the miraculous at times, and yet, more importantly, to daily make that effort to be the nexus for planetary transmutation, the light of freedom, the light of the violet fire to blaze forth, and the victory of this endeavor to be accomplished. Go forth victorious and conquer self with your higher divine presence manifesting the glory of God within your world. And then, dearest ones, you shall be joyous in all things, intent on fulfilling heaven's purpose within your lives, and heaven's graces being afforded unto you to be those minute men and women of the Master Saint Germain, who can always be counted upon, directed into any endeavor to be obedient to the inner voice and God's voice within your heart. Thank you.